In this video, I'm going to teach you the fastest way to detect any short circuit. If you want to fix shorted motherboard in minutes, stay tuned. This video is for you. And of course, this is the only video you need to fix any shorted motherboard, regardless of its difficulty. And without the voltage injector, without the thermal camera. Just the multimeter and the knowledge I'll give you right now. So when you get a shorted motherboard, don't think a lot. What you have to remember, focus on coils. Look, this is coil, this one is coil. Here also we have another coil. We have coils everywhere in the motherboard. So these inductors are the key to detect any short circuit in any motherboard in seconds. And of course, in some motherboards, you can find coils like those, as you can see here. We have PL. This is coil, not capacitor. This is the hidden key that experts use to spot short circuits. And you also, my friend, you will be one of these experts today. So make sure you watch the video until the end, because we're gonna study no shorted motherboard and other shorted motherboard in order to understand 100%. And the surprise, my friend, is that I'm going to teach you on laptop motherboards and also on the desktop motherboard in order to make this course complete course. That's why I told you this is the only video you need to repair any shorted board in the world. Not just for computer, but for tablets, smartphones, all electronic devices. Because I'm going to share with you an universal working principle to detect shorts. How? I'll show you how. So we need just the multimeter, any multimeter, and choose the continuity option. So let's begin with this motherboard first and check if it is shorted or not. So the ground for beginner is everywhere, as you can see on the board. Everywhere. This one also is ground. We have here ground here also is ground. Everywhere, as you can see. So let's select this ground here. As I told you, we're gonna use the coils, the key to detect short circuit fast. Let's go. Here we have already no short in the circuit. Here no short. Here no short. No short. We have already no short. This coil. Oh, we have a bit. About 16. Is it a short? Again, we have about 16 in the multimeter. Guys, this is not a short, because this coil belongs to the CPU circuit, and we know that the CPU has a low resistance. So please don't be confused. This is not a short. This is normal reading for CPU. So let's check another motherboard. Okay, this one for example here. So the black probe on the ground. Okay, let's check these two coils. No short. No short. This one here. Oh, we get already about 6. Is it a short? Let's check this one also. 5.4. Guys, is it a short? No, my friends. Please don't be confused. These coils are for processor. This is where beginners and even some professional technicians become confused and begin changing component. Please don't do it. Do you want the proof? I'll give you the proof right now. So because this processor is connected to the board, I cannot remove it like this. Let's check a motherboard with a simple processor just to understand. Let's use this motherboard. We have a removable processor just to understand, my friend. The black probe in the ground. This is the CPU circuit. So let's check these coils. Okay, we get about 6. This one also. Same reading. About 6. Is it a short? Let's find out. Okay. I will remove the processor, as you can see. Like this. Now the processor is free. If I go and check, the short is gone. Do you see, guys? Okay. Let's connect the processor again, like this, and check. Again, we have 6. Okay. Let's make it 100% understood for beginners. I'm here for you, my friends. Don't worry. I will put the red probe here, okay? And in the same time, I will open the processor. Look, we have a short. Open, close, as you can see. You see, guys? Because when I open the processor becomes free. Do you see? Even if I didn't remove it, but it's not connected to the board. Once I close or connect the processor, we have a short. Why? The processor has a low resistance, about 6 ohm, 10 ohms, depending on the type of the board. That's why we get this low reading, and many beginners become confused right here, and even many of my followers told me via email that they find a short on the CPU circuit and they remove the MOSFET or capacitors. Please don't do it. I hope you understand. But stay tuned, because I'm going to show you a real shorted board and you will be impressed. Before diving into shorted board, let's check first this desktop motherboard and see if the working principle is the same for laptops and desktop motherboards or not, because many of my followers ask me to check desktop motherboard also. Let's do it. We have also the same working principle. Ground everywhere, as you can see, everywhere we have ground, my friends. And of course, the negative side of the electrolytic capacitor also is ground. You can use it. So for the desktop motherboard, this is inductors. So let's find out. So let's begin with the RAM circuit. So the black probe head on the ground and check the coil. Look, no beep, no reading means this is good, no problem. Okay, let's pass directly to the processor circuit. So the black probe on the ground and let's check. Oh, we get 3.8. 4. Is this a short? Okay, let's find out. Let me remove the CPU. Okay, and find out if this is a short or not. The CPU is removed. Okay, so let's recheck again. One probe here on the ground, another probe here. The short is gone. Let's check this one also here. You see, guys, high reading, no shorts. Let's reconnect the processor again. Okay, processor is connected. Let's close the socket. Black probe on the ground. Check the coil. Again, low reading. Do you understand, my friends? This is not a short. We do it also for the desktop motherboard. And pay attention, it's not just for the processor, but also for the chipsets, the NOT bridge, the PCH, same working principle. Also, you will get a low reading. Let's check this inductor over here. Do you see? We get about 22 in the multimeter. This is not a short. This is the resistance of the NOT bridge. I hope you understand. Now let's move on to shorted board, the moment everyone waiting for. Guys, this is a shorted board, but let's find out. So the black probe here on the ground. Let's check the coils. This one, good. This one, good. This one, good. This one here, 2.1, 1.8. Okay, this is a short. This one here. Guys, here we have a short. But because this is the CPU circuit, I have to remove the CPU to make sure this is a short or not. Okay, let's do it right now. So let me remove the CPU. Okay, the CPU now is removed. Let's recheck again. So always the black probe on the ground and let's check again. So normally I should not get a short or a low reading. Let's check. Oh, 1.8. Guys, 100% this is a short. It's not the CPU resistance. We remove the CPU. This one is shorted. And to be sure, you can check here the 10 term capacitors, same reading. The ceramic capacitors, same reading. All of them You understand, guys? This is a real short. Let's see another board. So guys, this is the second shorted motherboard. Please don't worry, this is an old motherboard, but my goal is to make you understand 100%. Okay, the processor is removed. If we check the coils next to the processor socket, look, we get about 3.5. This one also here, 3.5. If we check capacitors, as you can see, in both sides, 1.7. You see, in both sides means shorted circuit. So guys, I hope you understand and you can differentiate right now between a real short circuit and a non-short. So please, if you have any question and if you want to add anything, please in the comments. I always do my best to answer all comments. So please remember, always use the coils or capacitors to find the shorts. But remember that coils near the CPU or PCH will give you a low reading. It's normal. Of course, it's normal to get 9, 10, 15, 6, no problem about all chipset circuits. Otherwise, no, you have to go a lower reading and no bip. Okay, so thank you very much, and please don't forget to watch the full series in my channel. You will find hundreds of excellent videos, and as I told you, welcome to your comments and your feedbacks. You are very welcome.